Yo, what is up, guys? Cryo here. Welcome to my 600 subscribers special. I really wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. So this is just an intro. So this special is going to be broken up into two parts. The first part is going to be my time at Friday Night SmackDown with my homeboy Darion. And the second part will be me showing you around my hometown, Knoxville, Tennessee, showing you a few spots. And just talking to you guys, letting y'all get to know a little bit more about me. So, thank you guys. Thank you for 600 subscribers. And I hope y'all enjoy. Peace. Alright, so like I kind of hinted at in the intro, I'm going to show you guys around my city, Knoxville, Tennessee, as my 600 subscribers special. Starting off with the area I came to pretty much my whole life. It is the World's Fair Park, right? Excuse my pronunciation. World's Fair Park. Been coming here for years, man. And this right here behind me, that is the Knoxville Sun Sphere. It is a huge observation deck. Basically, you got one level right there, another level right there, then you can go all the way up there and check out even more. Right now, can't go up there because now we got to pay to go up, which I think is stupid, but it is what it is. And over here is an amphitheater. Now you can go there, obviously you can go there for performances. We've seen performances there before and it's pretty fun. And back when I was real heavy into my parkour days, I would practice there at the amphitheater basically. Now we also have pretty much an artificial like pond, lake, whatever you want to call it. It's a huge pool. As you can see, it says no swimming. I ain't listening to that as a kid. Me and my homeboys, me and my sister, my friends, all that, we would all just, we ain't cared. There was one winter, it was frozen over, and we were out here just running on the ice like we were fucking ninjas or some shit, right? So yeah, we were kind of bad kids. But every kid was bad at some point, you know? But yeah, you got this huge little artificial pool. Nice little cascading waterfall right there. Then over here is the actual park area itself. There's a huge open field. We'll come here play football, soccer, frisbee. They also hold events in this area. Like, can't remember what it is, but I know there's several events that get held here. One of which we used to come to all the time because, you know, they had the inflatable like playgrounds, bounce houses, the foam warriors thing. You took those freaking gladiator weapons and just try to knock each other off of a balance beam. Shit was fun. And as you can see down there, we also have water spouts that shoot up. You can run through there, play in the water if you wanted to. All in all, it was just fun. It was a fun time. And again, I've been coming to this area, I've been coming to this park for years upon years of my life. Loved it, man. Loved it. But yeah, I'll catch back with you guys later and show you the next area. So we're getting closer to the next area. Y'all gonna have to see me dip down through a little bit of wood and whatnot. I sounded country as hell right then, didn't I? All right, just gonna take this little path right here. Alrighty, now this is another area at the same park I just showed y'all. Just a little further down past the amphitheater. This is another place I kind of came to get my parkour skills up, right? Let me show y'all. They also probably have the sign up because of us. We came here and did that shit a whole lot. Again, bad kids. Really, really bad kids. But yeah, look at this. We would also play in the water or whatnot, play hide and seek, hide behind like the waterfalls over there. Like that would actually fucking work, which it never did because you can see through water. Who would have fucking thought? Now one area that even our parents wouldn't let us get in, and for obvious reasons, this area right here. You can just see how dirty this water is. You can just see. So yeah. Yeah. Catch back up with you guys in a bit. So yeah, essentially what you just saw me like blaze through was just a small little area of the center of town, the square, that's dedicated to like art pieces and stuff like that. Now we're officially in the center of Knoxville, center of downtown Knoxville anyways. So these are historical women, I believe they had something to do with the women's rights suffrage movement. Not entirely sure though. But this area also holds one of my favorite places in downtown Knoxville. Whew. Let me show y'all a little bit more. Another little water area for kids. Bunch of stores and restaurants around here. Oh, look. Oh no, Cafe 4 is still there. Little bougie restaurant right back there where the people sitting at. Man. Ah, shit, I gotta show y'all TVA. I gotta show y'all the TVA buildings. That's another place where we went to practice parkour. And that's the one place we probably shouldn't have been trying to practice parkour, because I believe it's a government building. But let me answer this phone call and I'll get back to you guys. All right, back from the phone call. Now let's get back to it. Now this little area right here, it's kind of like just a performance stage basically. As you can see right here, concerts on the square, jazz Tuesdays 7 to 9 p.m, variety 7 to 9 3 p.m, third Thursday, so every third Thursday of a month. So yeah, and I did a reaction not too long ago to a West African drum and dance performance. Now I stated in that reaction video that when I was in middle school, I took West African drum and dance, which I did. I was on the team for a little bit. Not too long though, sadly. And they actually perform on this square every now and again as well. Now let me show y'all TVA. This was the particular spot right here where we would practice parkour. We'll climb up that blue wall back there. And then we'd practice vaults, precision jumps, all that goodness. And again, probably shouldn't have been doing that because I believe it was a government building, but we never got stopped. So hey, now let me take y'all to my favorite place down here. It's kind of raining today, so I'm just trying to walk fast. But GoPro, I'm glad GoPros are waterproof or water resistant. I mean, I wish I still had my waterproof book bag. All right. Now this is what's dubbed basically Graffiti Alley, because as you can see, there's just a whole lot of artwork that goes on back here. And I'll have to find the photo, but there's an old piece that's not here anymore that I took a photo in front of that I want to show you guys. And it was one of my favorite pieces for the longest time. And it essentially continues on that way, but that car's right there, so we're gonna walk backwards. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna show you guys my middle school next, as I gotta walk to it. And then, who knows, we might hit some more spots up, but I might call it a day there. I'll let you guys know in a bit. All right guys, so I'm about to be walking past my middle school here in a few moments. And I just wanna let y'all know that my middle school was hugely instrumental to me and my development as a person, right? It fostered my love for numerous things. Now, I want to start off by saying, and I've said this a few times already, that I was a bad kid and I was a pretty bad student, but there were 3 classes. Well, not really 3 classes. 2 classes I paid the utmost attention to in middle school. Now, before I get into that story, I want to give some pretext. My middle school was a performing arts school. So what that means, obviously y'all know what that means. They had classes you could take that, or after school programs you could take that you would perform stuff like that. So it's this dance team, West African dance, West African drums, band, choir, step team, right? Now, before I got into rapping, freestyling, any of that, I was a dancer. I was pretty okay at dancing. Wasn't the best, but I was a dancer. I loved dancing. Me and my cousin Jalen, we grew up watching all the classic dance movies, like Breaking 2, You Got Served, Stomp the Yard, Step Up, all of those movies, right? Dirty Dancing. So, coming into middle school, I was a huge dancer. 7th grade changed that, which, not much actually. But 7th grade kind of gave me a different perspective. Because I took dance throughout all 3 years of my middle school time, right? And in 7th grade, I was in dance again, but I was also in West African drums. Now, obviously, given the name of it, West African drums taught you a lot about West African culture, particularly about 8 countries. There's the kingdom of either Ghana or Guinea. I can never really remember which one, but it was that kingdom, right? I do remember some of them: Ghana, Guinea, Sierra Leone, and can't remember the other 5. But West African drums kind of shaped me, shaped who I was after that, actually, because the teacher, Mr. Obayana Ajanaku, it's my dude. I love that man. And no, he was such a strong leader, man. He gave us direction. He never really once scolded us like most teachers would do. He was stern, but he was fair. Now I really don't play into much besides the fact that I kind of modeled myself a bit after him. Now 8th grade, I returned to West African drum class because at that point it was already basically ingrained in me. I loved that class. I loved the culture. I loved the drums. 8th grade is what really changed me. So when I started in middle school, I ain't have too much confidence. Throughout elementary school, I was always like a shy, quiet kid. I was the nerd in class and whatnot, and I got bullied a lot. That was somewhat of a theme in 6th grade, not so much in 7th, because people just saw me as soft, right? And so, I mean, I never really got jumped here or fought too much, but you know, the harassment was still there for the most part in 6th grade. 7th grade, not so much, because I had started talking back. I had started getting that quick wit, that attitude, that grittiness, and just throwing it back at people. 8th grade, I was basically who I am now, just, you know, a lot more bass in my voice. I've calmed down a lot since my middle school years. 8th grade was instrumental in the fact that that's the grade where I got into rap, right? I don't mean just listening to rap. I've been listening to rap my whole life. I love rap music. I grew up with rap music. It means it's why I really switched my mindset, and it felt like rap was what I was supposed to do. Now, we were just in drum class. We were making beats on the drums and everything like that. It was my homeboy D, who I've known since 2nd grade. My homeboy MJ, who don't really rap, but he freestyled a bit that day. My homeboy Xavier, Shakur, yeah, his name is Shakur. We used to make jokes all the time about it, man, you was named after Tupac, wasn't you, buddy? Which I honestly think he was, but he would play it off nah, man, my mom just liked the name. But Shakur. Then there was another dude named X. We just called him X-Man. And then there was Lloyd. Me and Lloyd ain't really get along too much, but you know, we were civil. We were civil. So they were making beats. They was all freestyling. They're like, hey, yo, Craig, come on, man. Craig, come on, freestyle with us. Freestyle with us, bro. And I tried. I did. I was trash. Not gonna cap. I was absolute garbage. Absolute trash. But that's when something clicked, you know? It clicked. It just felt right. It felt natural. And so I spent the next 2 to 3 years getting good at freestyling, off the top freestyling, right? I dedicated myself to doing that. And by the time I was a junior in high school, I was to the point where I didn't even have to think about the words, right? Now, you guys ain't never really seen me freestyle. Y'all seen some of the songs I've put out, like the Madara rap I did a while ago, the Nagato rap I did a while ago. But like, my writing is nowhere near as good as my freestyling. I know I got to put that same level of dedication into writing. I know I do. But by the time I was a junior in high school, it was to the point I ain't even had to think of what I was saying next. I was just off the top in it. And I really feel like middle school helped me develop in ways unimaginable, right? It fostered my love more for things like music, for things like culture. It fostered my love for chasing dreams, you know? There's a lot of people, they have dreams, they don't want to chase them. Which to me is crazy, because if you got something you want to do and you have the means to do it, do it. Because when I was here, I ain't have the means to do it. I was living in an apartment complex right up the road from here. We would walk to school every day. I ain't have the means to chase my dreams here, but I stuck to the dedication. I got good at freestyling. I'm working on writing now. It's gonna be a process. Writing to me is a lot harder, to be honest, because I don't have a lot of patience, so I can't really keep myself sitting still or sitting down long enough to think out a track. So I know I have to work on that. I know I have to get past that, right? And there are people out who have the means to do this. They have the means to chase their dreams, and they let their dreams pass them by because they're scared. Success only comes with failure, you know? Success comes with failure. You have to fail to succeed. And that means you have to try. You have to try. It doesn't matter how many times you try, you have to try, you know? And another thing that Mr. Obai kind of drilled into all of us is that we're all great in our own ways, right? We're all great. And that we all have the means of doing great things. I'm getting a little emotional here, but he basically instilled qualities into us that would shape us, right? And now with West African dance, there's another teacher. Her name was Miss Malika. I love that woman to death. She's my second favorite teacher of all time. She was equally as stern and fair with us, but she was quick to call stuff out. She wasn't one for excuses. She wasn't one for BS. You know, she was a strong teacher, strong-willed, and like being on the dance team, being underneath her, learning more about culture, man, that will really shape anyone, right? And she was a cool teacher, and I really do miss them. If I could go back in time, relive that experience again, I would change nothing, because it was amazing. But I'm gonna get to one more spot and then I'll get back at you guys. Peace. So guys, if I look sweaty in this, because I've been walking for 2 hours, leave me alone. Hey, jamming out. Anyways, I'm about to show y'all the apartments where I used to live at. Now keep in mind, they have been remodeled. The old apartments got tore down, new apartments got put in. These are not the apartments I lived in at all, right? But this is essentially what they look like. I'm about to show y'all once I get past all these trees and stuff like that, I'm gonna show you where mine used to sit at, right? They used to be old brick apartment buildings, basically. And I lived here for about 2.5, almost 3 years. This place is also very near and dear to me, because I had a lot of my best times here within those 2 years. So I met a lot of my friends, most of which I consider brothers. My homeboy D, his name is De'Ara Smith. Me and him, closest brothers. Me, him, and my sister all met in 2nd grade. Homeboy Kelvon, met him in 3rd. Love that dude. Miss him. Need to get his contact info so I can talk to him again. Homeboy Mike, his little brother Javon, we met in middle school. Those were my cousin's best friends. Then he introduced me to them. They my homeboys. I consider them guys brothers right there. Love those dudes. Then, if I remember who else, there's a few more guys here. Khalil Mack, he lived down the road. He lived down the road at Austin Holmes. He's also really cool, really solid dude, pretty good boxer. Now this is where my apartments used to sit. There's now new apartments and base and shit like that. And we used to play football right out here. There used to be a field in that parking lot. Man, I really miss those times. We used to sneak out, go to my homeboy Mike's apartment down the road, chill with them whenever I was in trouble or whatnot. We had a sleepover one night. A bunch of us just went over to Mike's place for his birthday to chill. Power went out about 4 or 5 in the morning. So all of us little badass kids right outside just started making a lot of noise. Woke everybody up about 4 or 5 in the morning. My mom caught me and my sister, made us come back to our apartment and go to sleep. We ended up sneaking out, going right back. Shit was so much fun, man. If I can find a picture of what this place originally looked like, then I'll definitely throw it on screen. 'Cause, man, this place had memories. I know a lot of people joke about the hood store and stuff like that, but we had one. I love that place. We'd chill there all the time, get snacks and stuff like that. Loved it. But guys, thank y'all. Thank you for coming on this journey with me today. Thank you for 600 subscribers. We'll catch you guys soon. Peace.